possibilities and creative solutions. When you take inspired action, you allow yourself the freedom to pivot and adjust your course when necessary, knowing that the universe is working in your favor and that every step is a part of the greater plan. Visualization also helps you stay connected to your passion and enthusiasm. There are days when motivation can wane and you might feel stuck or uninspired. During these times, visualization serves as a powerful tool to reignite your passion. Vividly imagine your goals. You reconnect with the excitement and joy that first inspired you to pursue them. This emotional connection fuels your drive, making it easier to take inspired action, even when the going gets tough. You begin to take action not because you should, but because you genuinely want to, because your passion is driving you forward. It's also inspired action isn't about forcing. It's about taking a light action that feels right to you. Sometimes we feel pressured to act immediately or rush through the process, but the key to inspired action is patience. Trust that the universe will present the right opportunities at the right time. And in the meantime, stay present and continue to take the next best step. By combining visualization with action, you're creating a powerful feedback loop.
I think I'm done. I hate these bellies. So I'm going to use the corner of the belt just to get inside of this belly. I feel like throwing this knife out. Yes.
Yes, the knife, how much?
Anywhere $5 to $10.
every situation.
How about the 6 piece?
Again, each one $5 to $10.
With more blessings.
Depends.
Yeah.
The more you appreciate,
Thank
the
you.
more you create space.
There's like a belly right here. It's making my sharpening 10 times harder. Feel a belly right there. I feel like throwing this knife away. It's already annoying me. Yeah, imagine that. That's what that knife used to look like. I'm gonna sharpen it until the knife disappears. So I'm just gonna sharpen this all the way down. Anyways, moving on to another crappy Victorinox with a broken tip. Hot right now. Okay. These people don't even wash their knives. They just bring it to me dirty. Sticky handles. But I'll give them an extra sharp edge. Maybe they might cut themselves, you know. This is some restaurant knife. The owner is providing knives for them. So the employees are using these pretty sharp knives. Lucky employee. Good sticky handle. Why? Why you gotta send me a dirty knife? Let's go. Yes.
I called about sharpening.
You put all your stuff out of the bag
and bring
onto
your
the
focus
tray.
inward. Step 1. Think of one
Is there,
goal
how long does
you'd
it take
like
for
to
one
manifest.
pair?
It could be a career
Uh,
achievement, personal growth,
5 minutes or less.
related goal.
Can I try
Sure.
try one and then we'll...
Yeah, let's try one.
I just had a bad experience the last time.
Uh,
I'm not saying anything against you.
99% of the people out there are imitators.
Well, this guy does a lot of like Petco and Petsmart. Yeah, I know.
I've been a meat cutter for 25 years and I needed service for my knives.
Yeah. I don't think this guy's gonna know. He just came to me, so it just made it easier. But he also broke my scissors. He broke this piece off
Into your subconscious.
and put some generic on it.
Step 5. Slowly open your eyes and
What? You like it loose?
feeling
No, it just was the piece that was on it. He dropped them and just replaced it, but he didn't even tell me that.
how to make visualization.
My problem is they're not cutting
Visualization
in the middle.
works best when
They
practiced
cut at the
regularly.
top or they cut at the
The
end.
more consistently you visualize your goals and engage your emotions,
How long ago he
the more
sharpened
likely
this?
your brain is to align with those
A
desires.
couple months.
Couple
Like
months
any
ago.
other skill,
But I don't groom
visualization improves
that
with
much.
practice. The more you do it,
I mean, I'll get like
the
a
natural it will become,
busy
and the
time.
more effortless it will feel. In the next chapter, we'll dive
It's cutting
deeper
good.
into
You
how
want
to
to
turn
cut better than
visualization
this?
into
It
a
is
daily
cutting
habit,
Yeah.
and how to
When I'm
use it
cutting on
to
dogs,
design
it's
your
not.
ideal life.
Like dog hair is thicker, yes.
Stay tuned, because the journey you're about to take will change the way you think
You sure it's this one?
towards your future.
Pretty sure.
Visualization.
And it's like these things. These are really nice. I've never gotten them sharpened, but they're not.
You'll start to see results in ways you never imagined.
So I cut fast. I
Chapter
don't know
2.
if that has something to do with
Getting
it.
started with visualization,
Mm.
laying the groundwork for
Like,
success.
like doing
Now
faces
that
and
you've
stuff.
been
Okay,
introduced
I want
to
you
the
to
power of
cut some hair
visualization
now.
and
How
how
I
it
would cut
works,
it.
Yeah, and then I want you to cut some hair
Next step.
after.
Put
And if
it
you don't
into
like it, no
practice.
charge, and we will stop right there. And if you
Visualization
like
isn't
it, we
just about
continue
dreaming big. It's
sharpening more.
about learning how to harness your inner power and train your mind to create the future you desire.
It's good. It seems
It's
like
time to lay a solid foundation and set
So
yourself
you don't think
up
they need?
for
I
success.
don't really have the money. If I don't need it, then if you think,
You're the one who's using it.
Essential to clear your mind.
I mean, they're done.
They are cutting.
So
If
I
you
don't
try to
know.
paint a picture on a
Well, I'll lay those here. But these ones have never been sharpened, but
The same
these
goes
should
for your mind.
cut. I don't use them that much.
Thoughts are scattered. Visualization becomes difficult. To get started, find a quiet place where you can focus without
Okay, let me see
distractions.
that one.
This
So
could
you
be
think that's not
a
cutting good?
Yeah,
cozy
but they
corner
feel
of
sharp
your
as shit.
home, or even outside in a peaceful environment. It's important that you're comfortable, feeling safe and
Yeah,
relaxed.
this one could use a sharpening.
Visualization
Okay.
much more effective. Here are a few
So we'll do
techniques
You see how it's not cutting?
for
Yeah.
visualization.
It's folding.
1. Deep breathing. Begin by taking a slow, deep breath. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold for a count of 3. And exhale slowly through your mouth. This activates the relaxation response and helps clear any mental tension. 2. Progressive muscle relaxation. Starting from your toes and working your way up to your head. Tense and then relax each muscle group. This helps release physical tension, allowing your mind to become more receptive to visualization. 3. Create a focused state. Once you feel relaxed, close your eyes and imagine yourself in a place of peace. Maybe a tranquil beach, a quiet forest, or a serene mountaintop. Allow yourself to feel calm, grounded, and in the present moment. The basics of effective visualization. Visualization is about clarity. If you want to create your dream life, you must be able to see it clearly in your mind. The clearer your image, the easier it will be to manifest. But this process requires more than just wishful thinking. It's about actively using your mind's eye to create the life you want. Follow these steps to visualize effectively. 1. Choose a specific goal. The first step is to choose a specific goal or outcome you want to manifest. This could be something big like launching your own business, or something more personal like improving your health. The more specific you can be, the better. Instead of, I want to be healthier, try, I want to be at my ideal weight. energetic every day. 2. Create vivid mental images. Visualize the goal in as much detail as possible. What does your ideal life look like? Where are you? Who are you with? What is happening around you? The more sensory details you incorporate, the more your brain will believe it's already happening. For instance, if your goal is to land a promotion at work, visualize yourself walking into the office confidently, seeing your name on a new office door, shaking hands with colleagues, and feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment. Use all 5 senses. What does the room look like? What sounds do you hear? How does your body feel in that moment? 3. Engage your emotions. As we discussed earlier, your emotions play a vital role in the visualization process. Picture how you will feel once you've achieved your goal. Exhilarated, proud, joyful, at peace. The stronger the emotions, the more powerful the visualization becomes. Take a moment to really feel it. Notice the rush of excitement, the warmth of accomplishment, or the joy of achieving your goal. The more emotion you can infuse into your vision, the more you will program your subconscious mind to bring it into reality. 4. Be consistent. One of the most important aspects of visualization
It's really hard to
is
tell unless I'm
consistency. To truly
But that one was
unless
dull.
I'm on
make it a
the,
regular habit.
program my
Like
dog.
any muscle, your
But
visualization
That is
skills
very
grow
similar
stronger
hair.
the
It's
more you
human
use them.
hair.
yeah, I mean it's
Simple
cutting
techniques
nice.
to try.
But I'm saying like when I start grooming, you can tell if there's
It's
issues.
normal
But
to feel a bit
it
unsure
does
at
feel.
first.
Well, you could just try that. I mean, do you have any? Do
Yeah,
you
I
have
do.
any other ones that
These
might
ones
fold?
are old, but I've been using
Thinning
them for
shears
so
also.
long.
Morning
They're one of
visualization
my
ritual.
favorites
Okay, yeah, these are dull too. Cutting nothing.
because I use them so
As soon
much.
as you wake up, before checking your phone or diving into your daily routine, take a few minutes to visualize what you want to
So
achieve.
when you have them loose,
Imagine how you want your day to go.
they might have like
Picture the larger
trouble
goals you're working
cutting.
towards.
Okay.
This
So you have to keep them
See, I don't loosen
fairly.
them. I don't mess with
You have to tighten them every so often.
Okay. So maybe if you can adjust them.
Yeah, I will adjust them, but after you use them, they
They
get
loosen up,
loose.
you mean?
Yeah, you just have to keep them tight.
The subconscious mind is highly active.
Could that be the problem with my curve? The first
Yes, the ones that you think they're not cutting because they're loose, and then you're
one?
squeezing
You
them.
charge to tighten them?
No.
Throughout the day, you don't need hours to practice visualization.
It's crazy. I live in Granada Hills and I can't find any sharpeners.
To quickly visualize an aspect,
There's none.
I know.
There's imitators.
I found that out.
achieving your dreams.
And you popped up first.
The role of the senses in visualization.
That's how I started this place.
To make your
Because
visualization
everywhere I went, there was imitators,
all of your
and I
senses
told myself, hey,
vividly, you can imagine
I could be an imitator too.
your brain will treat it as real.
Oh yeah, this one came out way better than the other one.
Engage each sense.
Try it.
See, I told you. I've been using this for
So the
20 years.
quality of the scissor matters. How
These are
how.
actually cheaper scissors than this line. These are like
Well,
the rose line.
the person who's selling it to you could rip you off.
These feel
They
nice.
sound nice too, right?
What sounds are present in the scene? Is there music playing?
Tell when they
The
cut
sound
it
of
on
nature
the grip.
or conversation?
So $6.
Helps
And
ground
then
the
these
visualization.
two. I don't know
Let's
if
see.
you need it, but if
Wow.
you could, I do. I
Picture of things around
love
you.
those
You
scissors.
see how it's wobbling? Like click, 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 click.
Or the warmth of the sun
Loose.
on your
Yeah,
skin
they're loose.
as you relax in your
But
dream vacation
some people have them loose, but
See,
they know how to flex towards each other, the blade.
Is there something to taste
So
in
one
your
blade
visualized scene?
push this way down, one blade push this way up.
Or the
You know
flavor
the
of your
flexing,
favorite
right? So if it's loose, you can just flex. You're probably doing that while cutting.
Smells are
There's
closely
cut,
tied to memory
but they
and
might need to be
emotion.
adjusted.
The smell of fresh flowers, the scent of
Yeah,
your favorite
they
perfume,
cut, but they could be
or
way
the
better.
aroma of
Okay.
food in a
Well, let's do
celebratory
it.
setting. All
Because it affects my, my business. I work at home
guided
because I have kids.
visualization exercise.
It's my little side thing.
Let's walk through
You gotta have a
the
trade job in this city.
visualization exercise. Choose
Yes.
one goal that you'd like to work on.
My husband's DJ. I'm his assistant.
DJ?
Yeah.
Like a party DJ?
Yeah. Club DJ, bar
As
DJ.
you follow along, let
Does
your
it all.
mind immerse itself fully
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you get to go to the parties?
Close your eyes.
No, I used to.
To center yourself.
Now I'm kind of over it.
Picture yourself
Really?
Depends what party he has.
Oh, it has to be something.
Something worthwhile. Because my kids wake up in the middle of the night. They're so little. So.
Where are you? Who's with you? Step 3. Engage your emotions. How does it feel to be with you? What joy, relief, or excitement are you feeling? Step 4. Feel this vision for a few minutes. Keep it vivid and emotional. Let it fill you with energy and drive. Step 5. Slowly open your eyes and remember the feeling of that
These kind of look damaged by sharpening.
as you go through your day.
See, it's like when someone does it. The guy,
Turning
he's
visualization
a very nice guy, but I don't really understand like when he's telling me because I don't know anything about sharpening.
just like any other habit, whether it's exercise, journaling, or reading, visualize, the more natural it becomes, and the more your brain aligns with your goals. To help you stay consistent, consider setting reminders or building visualizations into your morning and evening routines. Over time, you'll find that visualization becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. Chapter 3. Creating a clear vision. The blueprint for your desired future. Now that you understand the power of visualization and have started using it in your daily life, it's time to put into practice a step further. Designing your ideal life vision. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the more powerful and effective your visualizations will be. In this chapter, we'll guide you through the process of creating
You work on clippers too?
Yes.
for your life.
I brought my clippers. I think they're okay though. When they work fine.
You stay focused on your goal.
Sometimes they're loud.
See the importance of
Different blades.
and visualize your ideal future.
They could be just greased up in there.
Yeah.
You
They're
have to
pretty new.
you have to oil those every time you use them.
The blades, right?
Yeah,
I
like
do notice a difference. They don't run as hot.
yeah, every time you use.
Harder for your brain to align with. But when you know exactly what you want and can picture it vividly,
You have to oil them so it'll knock out the hair and keep it
I
oiled.
use my glossy dryer to get all that hair out. So.
about the most important areas of your life. These might include career and work. What does your ideal career look like? Are you an entrepreneur?
Yeah, that it was sharpened, but it was improperly
Or a
sharpened.
freelancer?
Now
What kind
it
of
I was
cuts in half.
crushed.
have in your profession?
Yeah, that was
These are the
really
ones you said that
badly.
don't need to be sharpened, but probably need to be.
Let me look.
Oh yeah, see that feels nice.
Do you want to
Yeah,
achieve?
they improperly
Visualize
sharpened.
yourself
Now
feeling
I
strong,
don't understand.
healthy, and vibrant.
This looks like unsharpened. It was like original edge.
Really.
Yeah,
My
this,
mom actually passed it down to me that she didn't even use
this
it.
was never sharpened, and this has the original edge on it.
What
Is
kind
that a
of
good thing?
relationships do you have with your family?
Is that a good thing?
friends, and
No, it could
romantic
use a
partners?
sharpening.
Okay.
Finances.
I
and
do use those a
abundance.
lot, so.
How do you feel about money?
Yeah,
What financial goals do you want to achieve?
it'll cut, but it's not
Do you see
going to cut
yourself
really
debt-free,
good.
building wealth, or achieving financial freedom?
So that one's going to be 8, and this one's going to be 8 too.
What areas of
6,
your life
6,
do you want
8,
to grow?
8.
Do you
I
want to
I
learn
got
new
these sharpened. I haven't even used them
skills,
since,
or
so
tap into your creativity? Once you
they
understand
probably cut.
the
They're just
areas of
long.
your life that matter most to you, start envisioning your attitude as much as possible. How to visualize your ideal life. Visualization isn't just about dreaming or thinking. It's about creating a mental image of the life you want to live. The clearer and more detailed the image, the more your mind will begin to align with it. Let's break down the process of visualizing your ideal life. 1. Focus on one area at a time. It can be overwhelming to think about every aspect of your life at once. powerful your visualization will be. Imagine the sight, sound, smell, and even physical sensation of living your ideal life. Feel the excitement of landing that job or the satisfaction of reaching your health goals. 3. Create emotional connection. The more emotionally connected you are to your vision, the more motivation and energy it will provide. As you visualize, feel the joy, pride, and fulfillment of already achieving your goals. The stronger the emotion, the more likely your brain will begin to take action toward those goals. 4. Be specific and realistic. While you want to dream big, make sure your vision is rooted in what feels real and achievable for you. Instead of vague goals like, I want to be successful, create a specific image of what success looks like to you. Whether it's getting a promotion, reaching a financial milestone.
Sounds totally different, huh?
Yeah. See, sometimes I notice with curves, they always get caught right here.
Representation of your dreams.
Well,
Sometimes it's helpful to take your visualization practice a step
I mean, they're
further
cutting.
by creating a
Nice.
physical representation
yeah,
of your ideal
you don't really want to cut thick hair.
Yeah. It's like when you're like
You
talking
know how
like on a
they
dog.
grab hair like within their fingers like this,
goals and dreams.
and then cut evenly.
So like when I go like over, that's sometimes when
Well,
I get caught.
You grab the dog's hair
Easier
like
for your
this,
mind to focus on your goals.
cut it, or you can
Here's how to create
It's
your
usually
visual.
just like loose, and then I'll go over like
Gather supplies,
like a
yours
poodle.
like this and you cut it.
Yeah.
scissors, magazines, glue, or pins.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're cutting nicely.
You can also print images from the internet if you prefer. 2. Find images that represent your goals.
I guess the curve, that's where it helps.
The curve, yeah.
Represent what you want to achieve.
It was nice.
These could be pictures of
Sorry, I'm
places
trying
you
to
want
keep your hair
travel
in
to.
there. And then I don't think these need sharpened, but maybe you can see if you did a good job on this because I never even used them
3.
because I don't think they cut.
Arrange and glue. Once you have your images, start arranging.
They're not
them
my
on your
go-to.
board.
I like
Don't worry
shorter
about
scissors.
perfection. Just focus on creating a collage. that
Yeah, it's
feels
bad
to
right
you.
here.
Then
You can hear it.
everything
Yeah.
down.
See, I'm weird about
Also
sounds.
to add
Yeah, it's
phrases
bad.
that inspire you.
It's supposed to.
Could it be the
There's
scissors or is it the
one.
sharpening?
No,
Keep your vision
and this thing is
focused on a
messed
piece
up
where
right
you can
here.
see
That's the
every
ones you
day.
broke, not these ones.
This daily
That one.
exposure
I did a
will help
job.
reinforce your vision and keep you.
So if you open, close,
The power of
it might get
repetition
loose.
reinforcing
Why
your
did it
vision.
get loose?
Repetition is a critical element.
Yeah, that
of successful
that tip
visualization.
is all messed up.
Just like any skill,
So
the more you practice,
it's a little bit harder to sharpen a curved scissor than a regular scissor. You have to be professional and beyond to be able to do curved. So the imitators cannot imitate that curve.
Yeah, it's hard.
So you're gonna hear the difference.
I'll wait on those just because I don't use them and I have.
Yeah, these are horrible. This one's worse than the other ones.
Really?
Yeah.
You think these ones were fine though, as far as the sharpening?
After I sharpen it, yes, they're fine now.
But it's not enough to just think about your goals. To manifest your dreams, you must also take consistent action toward them. This is where the magic of visualization truly kicks in. When you see yourself achieving your goals, you're
Yeah, the tip is bad.
into the right steps to get there. Visualization helps you tune into the right
I noticed that curves they like catch
visualization.
on the end.
What's that?
The curved scissors just seem to like have like a catch to them, like on the ends,
Helps you get clear on what your
where it like
business looks like,
curves.
how it runs.
A catch, like it catches the hair in the tip.
Yeah.
Well, this one was bad in the tip.
Yeah, that's why I don't. I
You
sharpened
weren't-
them and I never even used. I used them
Well,
once. and I couldn't
improperly
use
sharpened.
them
How
again.
much did you pay for them?
Similar to what you charge.
Go get your money back.
It's been a while. It's been a couple months now.
Visualization exercise.
Like I said, I was just desperate because I was getting a lot of like my clients are usually, or most of my neighbors, like my neighborhood,
How did you find them?
online.
Online? Write them a bad review and write me a 5-star review.
I will leave you a great review. I'm all about small business.
Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Second step 2. Visualize yourself living your ideal life from that way. A simple detail.
Do blades take you longer?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
So
Those have to be taken apart,
I'll leave.
cleaned out.
I put all the blades that I wanted to get done, and I'll pick them up tomorrow if that's okay.
Yes. What time tomorrow?
Tomorrow afternoon, is that okay?
Afternoon?
Yeah, what time are you open?
How
till?
many blades do you have?
The power of belief, trusting in your vision. As you begin to visualize your ideal life, remember that belief is the foundation of all manifestation. You must believe that you are worthy of your dreams, that your goals are achievable, and that you have the power to create the life you desire.
How much are blades?
He messed up the tip bag. 15.
Trust in your vision, and trust in the process. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desired outcomes, you're setting yourself up for success. Chapter 4. Resilience and Visualization.
So that's 3 8s and 2 6.
But it's not a magic pill.
I'll pay for the scissors now, and I'll pay for the other ones tomorrow. if that's okay.
That's fine.
Can you take card?
Zelle, Venmo.
External
I can
setbacks
Zelle.
or unexpected challenges.
Oh, no, I
The
can't.
road to your ideal life may not
take cash?
always be smooth. However, the key to success
Cash, yes.
lies not
What is the total?
in these obstacles, but
I'm
in
not good at math.
transforming them into
Um,
opportunities. In this chapter,
3
we'll
8.
explore how to deal with setbacks, how to remain motivated when things get tough, and how to keep your eyes on the prize, even when life throws curveballs.
3 times 8.
Understanding
plus,
the nature of
12.
obstacles. First, it's
36.
important to reframe your understanding of obstacles. Many people view challenges as roadblocks, but they're actually stepping stones that allow us to grow. In fact, the way you react to challenges is often what defines your future success. Think about it. When you overcome adversity, you become stronger, more capable, and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way.
It's 36 for that. And then for my blades, I have more blades that I want to get done, but I can't afford it all at once. So I'll just do the necessities.
So how do people find you to
Hear me?
bring their dogs?
Word of mouth. 'Cause I'm just small. I did the grooming salon for like 20 years, and then I just got tired of them trying to tell me I have to do so many dogs. So now I just do like 1 dog a day. Because it's more just like a hobby for me. Keep me sane. From my 2 crazy kids.
Here are some common challenges people face while visualizing and how to overcome them. 1. Self-doubt. One of the biggest challenges in visualization is the inner critic, that voice inside that tells you that your dreams are unrealistic, that you're not capable, or that you'll never make it. Self-doubt can be paralyzing and lead you to question whether visualization is even worth it. Solution. Acknowledge the doubt, but don't let it control you. Remember that doubt is a natural part of the process.
What do you suggest I oil them with? Because I never like.
When you
Right here.
visualize, remind yourself that your dreams
I have
are
that.
possible.
That's what you use.
And where do you put it?
Oh,
In the, like, because
where it closes.
I watch videos and I just don't do it.
2.
Hey,
Impatience.
he's the real deal, though.
Another common obstacle is
The DJ's here.
Yeah.
You open him, you get hit the door.
Oh,
With the door down. Your dermatologist
This can
called.
lead to
She gave me a
frustration,
call you back.
and you might start doubting the effectiveness of your efforts.
They don't tell you anything.
Understand that manifestation takes time.
Here's our.
Your visualization is like planting a seed.
Are they still open?
It may seem like
This is a
nothing
self
is
interview.
happening.
Some of their lines over down merges. She can't call. She
Consistent
can't call
action.
me.
The
Now
seed
you're
will
gonna
sprout.
forget what you call me.
Stay patient and
898
trust in the process.
497?
Remember, results don't always happen.
She didn't see me anything like that.
Is she gonna answer?
External setbacks. External events like job loss, financial struggles,
Where you get my scissors?
challenges can make it
Blade?
hard to stay focused on your goals. These obstacles can make you question whether you're right. Solution. Visualize not just your end goal, but also how you'll navigate difficult situations.
This one is bent.
Imagine yourself bouncing back from setbacks, stronger and more determined than ever. Acknowledge the setback, but don't let it define your future. See it as a temporary detour, not a permanent roadblock. 4. Lack of focus. In our fast-paced world, it can be easy to lose focus, especially when you have so many responsibilities or distractions. The clarity you need to visualize your goals may sometimes feel elusive. Solution: revisit your vision.
They already took a lot of it, but they
Make it a
didn't.
practice to
He
spend
said
at least a few
he would
minutes
have
each
to
day
go, he could go
focusing
deeper, but
on your dreams.
he said you could wait till you got
If
to buy
distractions
accident
are
and
keeping you
then
from focusing, consider incorporating mindfulness
So it's not
practices
anything
or
yet.
meditation to clear your mind and strengthen your concentration. So, what happens when you encounter a real challenge, whether it's a setback, a roadblock, or self-doubt? The key to success is to view these challenges as opportunities for growth. Here are some ways to turn obstacles into stepping stones. 1. Reframe your mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as failures, look at them as lessons. What can you learn from the experience?
yes, they do.
What strengths can you develop from overcoming it? Every challenge holds the potential to improve you, so reframe it as a stepping stone on your journey.
Okay.
2. Adapt your visualization.
So did someone?
Life throws an unexpected curveball. Don't be afraid to adapt your visualization. Perhaps your vision for your career
Is
or
there any way you
health
can text it?
needs to be tweaked. Visualize how you can
Yes,
adjust your
that'd
plans. Stay resilient.
Because I'll keep trying to think what it's called. I'm not going to research because I don't even
Adjusting
know
your
this
vision
spreadsheet.
doesn't mean you give up. It means you evolve.
Yes.
Adapting
But
to
if
the
you can email me,
circumstances.
it's SH, it's my first name,
Find the
H-A,
silver lining.
N-N-O-N,
Every setback holds a lesson
S-P
or a
as in
gift.
Paul,
Maybe losing a job leads you to a
G as in Greg,
Every
E-L,
challenge teaches you the importance of self-care.
1-5.
Even in the most difficult times, there is
And
always something to be gained. Use visualization to focus on the silver lining and transform a negative into a positive.
So I shouldn't worry because I'm a worrier.
Visualize success. Despite the obstacles,
But down the road, we don't want it to turn
visualize not
into.
just achieving your goals, but achieving
Thank you so much for
despite the
calling. I
obstacles.
appreciate it.
When you're facing challenges,
Thank you.
imagine yourself pushing through.
Were any of these sharpened by that guy?
Yes.
All of
And
them?
they didn't cut well.
All of them?
Yeah.
Or just a few?
Maybe one of the number 5s, it doesn't have any writing on it. I think I bought that brand new. And
So I see one of them are improperly sharpened, and the other one just like has a factory edge.
Visualization plays
So
a key
these
role in this process.
have to be sharpened on a special plate, not on a flat stone. This special plate is like worth like $4,000. It's
Do you have that plate?
yeah, it's right here. So it's aluminum plate. You see it?
Yeah.
Circle aluminum plate. So from the center to the end is hollow. So the reason it needs to be hollow is because if they're ground flat, then the hair gets in the center and pushes the blades away. So if they're hollow, then the hair gets in the center. With help of oil, it gets falls to the bottom. But if they're sharpened improperly, they could be
I don't think you had any of those.
like few. Yeah, you could just use them like couple times and they'll get dull.
I usually oil this on the sides,
Yes,
and then I turn them on my clipper to kind of work it in. Is that,
right here, and then turn it on.
what did you do up top?
Yeah, right here. You put it
Oh,
right,
right there.
right
See, I was
there.
going in the sides, and it might be rusting them.
Well, it feels like oily. They're not bad.
Okay, my husband oils them for me.
There's not any rust on them. It's just wear on them. So the oiling part is good. You don't.
I don't know if I should just do them all, just because these are the ones I use like every time I groom.
Whether they're friends, family,
But I know that I can come back tomorrow and pick them up, so you. I don't
And then you could leave the other.
system can help you stay
How much would it be total for?
This is 30. 30?
power of persistence.
How many is there? No, wait. There's more.
Key to overcoming obstacles
30,
is
30,
persistence.
45.
Many people give up
Sorry.
when things get tough.
15, 30, 60, 75.
75. Okay, I'll wait on these two because I have a brand new one at my house. Did I already give you a 4?
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blades here. Or you're saying a number 4?
So you said 70?
See yourself
Yeah.
as living
75.
yourself. Visualize yourself persisting, even when things aren't going
So I'll
as
wait
planned.
on me.
The more you practice this,
But I will definitely bring it back.
you will become. Eventually,
Do you want my case to put them in?
and
What
you'll see the
case?
results.
This one that I have for blades?
No, I'll just give it to you with little baggies.
Sounds good.
Overcome a current challenge.
So tomorrow I'll come back. What time?
The challenge you're facing
It'll probably be like, what time do you guys close tomorrow?
personal,
7.
professional, or health related.
So it'll probably be, what time do you come back
Close your
tomorrow?
eyes and take a deep breath to relax. Step 2.
After traffic,
Visualize the challenge you're facing.
afternoon, probably around the same time.
Clearly in your mind.
That's it.
Step 3.
Okay, earlier than that.
Visualize yourself overcoming exhaustion. Picture yourself handling it with calm,
Shit.
resilience.
Did he sharpen this one?
Probably. You want to do my other 4? I have a newer one.
If I can't untighten this, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Because the other one, the ones that have the writing are my older ones.
Achieving your goal despite the obstacles.
So this one.
Repeat this visualization regularly.
You want to do this one?
Yeah.
Chapter 5. Staying committed.
I'll save these 2 for next time.
As you continue along your journey,
I get like a rush and then I get no business. Billy, did you look around for a hallway?
it's action that turns into images into tangible reality. In this chapter, we'll explore how to maintain the momentum of visualization practice.
It is something. If I don't get it, it's going to be all the
Visualization
Yes.
How much are these?
Which one?
These, like the brothers, the same brand.
45, 55.
So the big one's 55?
Yes.
And the small one is 45. You think we could see it? Please?
It's not enough to visualize your goals once in a while and expect results.
What the word is because I think my dad
Your subconscious mind.
Yeah, he would like
Faster your dreams begin to take shape.
has high margin.
55.
55. And I was
45. Yeah, you could hold it.
She's going to email me.
look right here. It's right here. And close it. It's como así.
You could practice in the morning to set a positive tone for the day ahead.
And then this one.
Yes, I need to give you a receipt.
Oh.
Visualization ritual. Rituals help to solidify habits. You can incorporate visualization
It's tiny, right?
it's something else you do every day. For example, you might visualize your goals.
Phone number?
Drink your morning coffee.
Phone number?
I have 513 310
Start small.
0268.
Your visualization practice.
Sorry, 02 instead of the 31.
Okay, let's just start over real quick.
The area code 513
As you get comfortable,
310
you can gradually
0268.
What's your name?
Shannon,
your goals.
SHANN.
Writing your goals down helps you get clear on
My mom's also a groomer, so I'll be bringing her stuff too.
achieving them.
So that's 5 clipper blades, right?
Visualization practice, either by reading them aloud or picturing them in your mind's eye. Taking inspired action.
Do you want to pay this when you pick it up tomorrow?
That's okay.
Yeah, after 2 p.m. is fine.
While visualization is a powerful tool, it's not a substitute for action. It's important to remember that visualization and action go. Visualizing success can
And tomorrow you can the oil on the scissors. You put it in where like the middle is. On
Yeah,
the scissors?
and then you could put them on a blade too.
inspire action.
Yeah,
Should I
so
use like a microfiber to wipe them? After?
no, you just put some here
Okay.
and then go like this and then put your finger and put them right here.
Okay. And use the same one with the Andis.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, nice meeting you.
Dream home, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
These big dreams can't
Porque
seem
eso va a estar
daunting.
bien.
The key is to break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Visualize the steps required to achieve each goal and take them one at a time. 2.
There's the safeties right here.
Align daily actions with your vision.
Well, what is it called?
Once you've broken
clock?
your goals down
Yeah,
into
like,
smaller
you
steps,
can't do it at some point.
it's time
Yeah.
to take action.
Let me see.
But you don't need to make
Down.
drastic
Mhm.
changes
Boom.
overnight.
Oh, both sides?
Most of
Yeah, I mean, you could do one.
toward your vision is to
So how do we
align
align?
daily actions with your goals. If you want to improve your health, for example, take small steps each day, like exercising, eating nutritious meals, or getting enough sleep. That brings you closer to your desired outcome. 3. Use visualization to motivate action. When you visualize your ideal life,
The one right here?
think about how
Can you see
taking
this one?
small
Which one?
actions will move you closer
This
to
one?
your goal.
Yeah. How much is that?
That one's broken.
Mm.
Yeah, that was 35, but it's broken.
Use those images to motivate you to take the next step. Every action you take, no matter
Can
how
you
small,
see
brings you
this
closer
one?
to realizing your vision.
Right there. How much is that one?
4.
45.
Stay flexible. Sometimes the path to your goal
They're not sharpened, right?
That one is.
might be under detours, dead ends,
Most of them are.
missed opportunities.
The first two I showed you, those were.
Those were sharpened too.
Yeah, that one
If
is.
your original plan needs tweaking, don't be afraid to pivot. Trust that the process will unfold in its own time, and remain open to new opportunities that may arise along the way. Using visualization to stay focused and avoid distractions. One of the biggest obstacles
looks more like
people
a-
face in manifesting their dreams is distraction.
This one you do it.
There's a way
This
to in many directions. Work, family, responsibilities, social obligations, and it's easy to get sidetracked. So when you're visualizing your goals every day, create a mental roadmap that helps keep you on track.
No, it's not.
Here's how to use visualization to stay focused and resist distractions. 1. Visualize your end goal frequently. One of the best ways to stay focused is to constantly remind yourself of your end goal. Picture yourself already living the life you desire. Whether it's being in the career of your dreams, living
we buy it?
your dream
Yes.
or experiencing financial freedom.
And that's the sharpest you could go, right?
The
The sharpest?
I'll show you now.
visualization, the less likely you are to get distracted by things that don't serve your purpose. 2. Visualize overcoming distractions. It's not enough to just visualize success. You should
It's
also
been sharpened.
visualize
Has
yourself
a white
handling distractions with ease. And not facing a potential setback or temptation.
Like the
See yourself staying
unsharpened, look, we
focused
have
on your
nothing.
goals. Picture yourself saying no.
So I take
to
cash,
distractions
Zelle,
and saying
Venmo.
yes to the actions that move you closer to your dreams. 3. Use visualization to strengthen your discipline.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Discipline
Have a good
is
day.
the bridge
You too.
between your goals and your results. Visualization can help you build the self-discipline you need to stay on track. See yourself making disciplined choices in your life, whether it's sticking to a workout routine, sticking to a budget, or saying no to
And
things that
if
don't
you
Yes.
guys could clean them and everything, right?
Clean?
Or do you guys already sharpen it? Sharpen it?
Yeah, sharpen.
maintaining energy.
Polish? Yes. If you have like rusted or
You feel
Yeah, like
the
even
metal looks ugly, has dirt on it, I could clean that off.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
is a common issue, especially for people who push themselves too hard without taking breaks or managing their energy effectively.
All right, folks, getting smashed here. Trying to keep up. I want to take like a little soda break.
1. Visualize
I think I was here.
when you're feeling tired or drained. Take a moment to visualize.
Yeah, I feel
yourself
tired and drained. I think I want to take a soda break.
excited about your journey. Picture yourself out of bed in the morning.
Welcome, folks, to a sharpening video. Get my slingshot working, looking right. We are here sharpening knives to razor sharp edge.
2.
We're going to be getting back to sharpening in a second. We're going to take a quick, short break. It's kind of hot in here, but try to do this.
Whether it's taking a day off, spending time with loved ones, or engaging in a relaxing activity.
It's really sweaty in here. My goggles are all sweaty.
Success.
My slingshot is all sweaty.
Remember that this journey is about the long-term vision.
It's about a journey.
Visualize the
It's about the journey, not the destination.
once you've achieved your goals. Let this future success fuel your current efforts and inspire you to push through temporary visualization to remind yourself of the importance of self-care and imagine yourself feeling balanced, healthy, and full of energy. Incorporating practices like meditation, exercise, and healthy eating can support your energy levels and help you stay on course. Visualization exercise daily action plan. To help you integrate visualization into your daily life and stay motivated, try the following exercise. Step 1. Visualize your top 3 goals for the day. Picture yourself successfully completing each task and feeling proud of your progress. Step 2. Visualize yourself taking action steps throughout the day. See yourself staying focused and following through with the actions you've set out to take. Step 3. At the end of the day, visualize yourself reflecting on your accomplishments. Imagine the sense of satisfaction and fulfillment you'll feel when you've made progress towards your long-term vision. Chapter 6. The role of emotions in visualization. Fueling your vision with intensity.
I put way too much time in these knives,
Creating your future.
but they look amazing.
Crucial element that can amplify its
Oh shit.
effectiveness. Emotions.
Take a quick short break and come back and finish these knives.
The experience as if it's happening right now. Emotions act as a magnetic force that helps to pull your desired reality toward you. When you combine vivid imagery with strong positive emotions, you unlock a potent manifestation tool. In this chapter, we will explore how emotions play a vital role in your visualization practice and how you can use them to enhance your ability to manifest your dreams. The science of emotions and manifestation. You may wonder, why do emotions have such power in the process of visualization?
Emotions pouring out of me.
Neuroscientific studies show that when you experience strong emotions, the brain floods with chemicals that create new neural pathways. These pathways not only reinforce your emotional responses, but also increase the likelihood of your behavior aligning with those emotions. In short, when you attach powerful, positive emotions to your goals, your brain begins to believe that your desired outcome is already happening. Here's how it works. Emotions create a stronger neural connection to the images in your mind. When you see yourself living your dream life and simultaneously feel joy, pride, or gratitude, you increase the brain's belief that it is achievable. Emotions amplify your focus. When you feel deeply connected to your vision, your focus sharpens. You become more attuned to the actions that will lead you to your goals and less distracted by obstacles. Positive emotions fuel action. The more intensely you feel about your goals, the more motivated and energized you'll be to take the necessary steps toward achieving them. Why feeling is key. Moving beyond mental images. It's one thing to visualize a beautiful future, but it's another to truly feel the emotions that come with it. Think about it. Imagine you're visualizing a dream job. You see yourself in the office, confident and happy. But then ask yourself, how does that moment feel? Are you proud, excited, fulfilled? This emotional connection is the bridge between your mind and the physical world. The act of feeling the emotions associated with your visualizations works on a deeper level because it activates your subconscious mind, which does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. If you can feel the emotion of success in the present moment, your subconscious will begin to attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with those feelings. How to harness the power of emotion in visualization. Now that you understand why emotions are so important, the next step is learning how to use them effectively in your visualization practice. Here are some powerful strategies to harness the power of emotions. 1. Create vivid, emotional visualizations. The more detailed and immersive your visualization, the more likely you are to feel the emotions associated with it. Instead of simply picturing yourself achieving your goal, involve all your senses. What does success look like? What does it feel like? What sounds or smells are associated with that moment? Feel the excitement, joy and satisfaction coursing through your body as if it's happening right now. 2. Use positive emotions as your anchor. Choose an emotion that you want to anchor to your goal. Whether it's joy, gratitude, love, or excitement, use this emotion to fuel your visualization. When you experience this emotion, your body releases positive energy that fuels the manifestation process. Try using this emotion as a mental anchor. Whenever you visualize, call upon this emotion to bring your vision to life. 3. Visualize with full body awareness. Emotional engagement during visualization requires more than just mental pictures. You must
Folks, smash that thumbs up button.
as you picture your
I
ideal
know
life,
my audience is
notice how your body
disappearing,
responds.
but I think we're gonna end the stream right here.
Is your heart rate elevated with
We kind of end the day here and smash that thumbs up button. What we do here is we
4.
sharpen knives, extremely sharp.
Emotions to fuel your visualization is gratitude. When you feel
This
grateful
front
for what
camera
you
doesn't
already
look
have,
that good.
you align yourself with a vibration that attracts even more blessings. Gratitude amplifies positive emotions and helps you stay grounded in the present moment. As you visualize your goals, express gratitude for the opportunities, the lessons, and the success that's on its way. Overcoming negative emotions.
Smash that thumbs up button.
While positive emotions play a
Subscribe
significant
for
role in
more sharp
visualization,
videos.
negative emotions can be just as powerful.